At the end of the day, right, it is always end up to being a religious war than a righteous war. At the end of the day, it's always end up being a religious war than a righteous war. Even if people who claim to be fighting for righteousness or spend their whole life doing that. That's why I done in this by next month, right? The people who claim to spend their whole life fighting a righteous war, supposedly, when it come down to war and spiritual war, they just end up going religious, right? So all you know what it is to do to me, right? So they place me in a relationship now with one of my ex, right? We lived together for 3 years, right? That person Roman Catholic origin, right? But he leave out that religion because he know and he had the sense that religion is shit, right? They had an ex RC one who choose me now, right? From America, right? After the fact, choose me to fight the righteous war, right? The war end up being religious. The war end up being religious because I had to fight religion that forcing me, right? I had to fight religion that forcing me to bow to their God, right? So they place me between now. I hear what's going on. They place me between two people, right? Opposing people, but born of the same RC religion. I explain the situation. Mr. Man who born and grew up in RC church leave that scene, right? I live with that person, right? He end up being just a normal human being. He ain't concerned about RC, this nothing. Leave out the church, baptism, all them things, right? Now they have this next one, right? Who fighting based on righteousness, right? Born in America. Same born and grew up in RC church, right? But he leave that scene and all because he's smart and all enough to know that I shit. So two of them leave that RC thing. But here what I do. Two of them leave that RC thing, right? One of them though, does eat meat, right? So they're unrighteous according to the next one. One of them does eat meat and work in the government. The next one promoting anti-government and he's vegetarian. And they place me now in the middle of two of them, right? To fight the righteous war. Right? To fight the righteous war. Right? Where we going from here? And it end up being our religious fight. So I say, what? Fleck away with two of them. Fleck away with two of them, what you say? Fleck away with the two of them, because what was done to me was unjust. Is either fleck away with the two of them, or fleck away with the system, right, that do that to me. Right? How will you deal, how will you suggest we deal with that situation? Now the RC church now placed me in between these two people, right? One of them, two of them born and grew up RC, Roman Catholic, right? And they placed me to fight a war in between two of them who have two opposing worldviews. And throw me in there to fight a righteous war, a religion, a war. And that war had to boil down to religion, right? Because I had to fight what? RC. Because RC forcing me to bow to the Son of God, who they say the Son of God is. BIT, all your mother country, deal with this situation. Right? All deal with this situation. Right? How will you determine what's right and wrong in that situation? Because two of them, the one I live with and the one from America who choose me, right? Two of them born and grew up in RC. Two of them leave that religion because they know it's shit. But one work in government, one does eat meat, one promoting vegetarianism, one promoting anti-government. And pelt me in the middle of the day, hey, you choose between which one of them you want and to fight for. Meanwhile, none of them fighting for me, eh? None of them fighting for me, but throw me in the middle, like as a dog, I had to run around fighting between, which one of them I choose. Meanwhile, I fight for two of them, none of them flipping fight for me. Right? I fight for two of them, none of them flipping fight for me. They were telling you I don't fight over flipping man. Right? And all you need to take a page out of that book. Right? Don't fight for no man. Right? Take a page out of that book. Right? So anyhow, the point about it is not about no gender thing because I still like man, I heterosexual, right? The thing about it, right, is that the thing about it, right, is that this is what the RC church does do to people. This is what the Christian religion does do to people, right? You have me, you put me in a situation, in a place, right, where I had to take a mortgage. We take out a mortgage, right? We pay X amount in loan for however long. 3 years paying loan, house investment, money going behind house investment, 3 years paying loan, right? And then you in America now, this next one, right? Who's shaking hands with the Pope, right? But he against religion. Shaking hands with the Pope on Facebook, but you against religion. And you vegetarian, and you anti-government. But throw me in the middle to fight a righteous war. That boils down to religion because the RC church at the end of the day against me. Because as an next, what I incarnate as what I know to be an next demigod that's different from the God they just worship. How we making sense of that situation? How we moving forward in life from that situation? So all you had to figure out was right and wrong now, not me. Not me. All you had to be the one to figure out was right and wrong now, not me. Because I still here. And I coming out of the spiritual war alive because I just fight on principle. Right, good.